Good morning and welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. Today is Monday, July 16th, and I'm your host, Chris Kiefer. We're going to take a look at the top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi, but first, let's start with your weather forecast. Today we're looking at rain. That's a 60% chance of rain with a high of 93 and a low of 74. Looking ahead at your 3-day outlook, Tuesday, more rain. That's an 80% chance, high of 91 and a low of 72. Wednesday, partly cloudy with a high of 90 and a low of 70. And on Thursday, rain again. That's a 40% chance. The high is at 92 and the low is at 73. Let's take a look now at today's top headlines. Lee County officials continue to mull the possibility of a new county jail. During today's meeting of the Lee County Board of Supervisors, the group is expected to discuss retaining a consultant to conduct a study and offer proposals. The 202-bed jail has been overcrowded almost since it opened. However, officials have taken recent steps to reduce its inmate population, and those measures have had an impact. Documents obtained by the Daily Journal from the Lee County Sheriff's Office show that from June to August of 2017, the number of inmates each month was well above 200. Since last September, that number has been 200 or lower each month. Although the overcrowding has been alleviated, maintenance problems remain. The electronic locks are unreliable and difficult to repair. Sheriff Jim Johnson said extensive issues with the HVAC system and the electrical systems continue. Supervisors considered 2 different proposals last year that would have built a new jail or renovated the current one, but neither of them passed. Tupelo City Council members are in disagreement on how to spend some unexpected surplus money. A total of about $122,000 remains after the completion of recent projects at Gumtree Park and Veterans Park. The bulk of that money comes from the remainder of $500,000 originally budgeted for improvements to the basketball courts and walking track at Gumtree Park. A much lesser amount comes from leftover money remaining after the completion of a Vietnam Veterans Memorial replica at Veterans Park. During a work session of the Tupelo City Council last week, Parks and Recreation Director Alex Farned suggested spending the money in 2 ways. First, he suggested using some of it to construct an amphitheater or outdoor stage at Gumtree Park. Second, he needs money to help complete a Ballard Park baseball complex expansion project, which has gone over budget. Ward 1 Councilman Markle Whittington offered resistance, however. He suggested the remaining funds should roll into next year's capital budget. He said the money should be spent on projects that have already been planned rather than on a new, previously unplanned upgrade at Gumtree Park. The Chickasaw County School Board has officially accepted its new school building, which officials say is substantially completed. The Hulka School District signed the documents and paperwork and will formally take possession of the new brick school this month. The historic Hulka Attendance Center caught fire and burned to the ground on July 30th, 2015. Bids were opened and rejected twice as the district haggled with insurance over the replacement cost of the facility. The first shovels of dirt were turned on the new building in August 2017. The school will host students for the first time when school begins on August 6th. The new Hulka School building is approximately 14,250 square feet, has 12 classrooms, administrative offices, and a computer lab. There will be 2 new classrooms for 3rd grade through 6th grade. The computer lab will be located there, as well as a special education class. There will also be 2 junior high and high school history classes in the building. Hulka had been forced to consolidate classrooms the past few school years to accommodate the space lost during the fire. And in sports, Mississippi State's favorite son returned to hold his annual summer football camp this weekend. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott greeted about 700 campers from 1st to 8th grade on his alma mater's practice field. With the help of Bulldog players past and present, Prescott worked with campers on their football fundamentals on Saturday and Sunday. It is the 2nd straight summer Prescott has partnered with pro camps worldwide to host football camps at locations that played a role in his current success. He has hosted camps in his hometown of Houghton, Louisiana, as well as Dallas this year. Prescott said Starkville still feels like home to him. He said he has already established a relationship with new football coach Joe Moorhead. He was able to spend some time with him in person during a visit to the spring game in April. Prescott was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year and a Pro Bowler in 2016. He has guided Dallas to a 22-10 record as a starter the past 2 seasons. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Monday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal. that gets you news off the page and on the go. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your daily journal or online at thejournal.com, where you can also find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday morning. Special thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring Newsbreak each day. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Kiefer. Have a great Monday.